Alright, good morning people. I got these crazy ears on. It's because I am at Great Wolf Lodge in Garden Grove, California. We took our son here and our daughter for his 8th birthday. It's a family trip, so my mom came along. We took the big car, and I'm going to walk you through the hotel here. And when we came in, we valeted our car, got baggage service and everything. If you go into a nice hotel or resort or something, just do that. It makes things a lot easier on you. We ended up in the 4th floor, and check-in was kind of a mess because there were so many people and it took so long. So just pay the $5 or $10 and have it done. I'm starting in the parking garage, and I can come over here and show you parking rates and stuff like that. Like I said, we valeted our car, so it was $17 per night. I'm going to walk over here and show you something that's near and dear to me. In this parking garage. Now this is one of their newer resorts. This just opened a few months ago. So everything's pretty updated and modern. You can see over here they have the electric vehicle chargers. Now my other car that I have that we didn't take this time is a hybrid electric vehicle. It's a plug-in, which basically means that it runs off of electricity and gas. Not a lot of places have these, but when you start getting towards like Orange County, LA and stuff like that, you'll start seeing these. These are charge point chargers, which is a pay system, which means that you don't get to charge for free, but it's still cheaper than gas. So you get a little card or use an app on your phone, and you can charge your car up while you're waiting here. And there's a lot of stuff in the area, so if you do decide to leave the lodge for dining or something like that, or you're going to Knott's, which is just down the block, or Disney, which is a few blocks away, you'll have enough juice to get around to either of the resorts. I'm going to take you into the side door here, and you can take a look at the lobby and some of the other areas. Now when you first check in, sorry traffic, when you first check in, they give you these nifty little bracelets, and they're RFID bracelets, and they basically allow you access all throughout the park. It's also your tags for the water park, so you can come and go from the water park. The water park is just for guests, so you can't come and just go to the water park and not stay at the hotel. They are, this is one of the restaurants, and yesterday they were decorating for Christmas, and I think they're about done. It does look very nice. They got a real gingerbread house here. It's real gingerbread, real candy. Big old tall tree here. And this is the lobby area. I'll walk you over here, and right now they are doing kids yoga. The resort is mostly geared towards kids. There's not a lot of stuff for adults here, really. The only thing I've seen really for adults is they do have beer in the water park, which is awesome. I personally really don't drink beer anymore or anything like that, but I used to, and I can appreciate that. So we're gonna take a look out the window right now. Try not to bug these guys. Water park's not open yet, but you can kind of get an idea from out here. That's a big wave pool. We'll probably go in there later and check it out. They have a little showtime here, a little show here every few hours. And I think they do story time in front of here also. It's kind of early in the morning. Not a whole lot of stuff is open yet, so I'm not going to take you inside of all of the stores and stuff. And you're kind of getting my experience. I'm not a real big shop or anything like that, but they have, souvenir type stuff. This is the lobby level. And what you're looking at here, this is part of their Magic Quest game. You kind of get a little wand and you go from place to place in the hotel. It does cost extra, but if your kids are into it, they're into it. We didn't pay for it because we had one of these during the when we used to live around here at the Science Center, and it was kind of whack, so we didn't get that into it. This is the Lodge, which is, I guess, one of their more upscale restaurants. And It's a steakhouse. I'll see if I can get the menu here so you can read it and get an idea of what it is that they have here. And maybe I'll get some stills later and work them in. That might work better than what I'm doing now, and I'll just edit this part out. Let's see here. There's Dunkin' Donuts here, which is already pretty busy. It's about, I think it's like 8:30 in the morning right now. Actually, we came here right when they opened at 6:30 and got some donuts and stuff. Tried a cronut for the first time this morning, and that was pretty awesome. I've never had one before. I don't really eat that kind of stuff, but I'd never had one, so I had to try it. So we'll go down to the lower level here. And the lower level has more of their game type stuff. It's and a lot more of the activities and stuff like that. So we'll just take the stairs. I'm not going to take the elevator for it. They have neat little details all over the place here, like this. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go over here to the lobby area. Take a look in the gingerbread house. I think they're still working on it. But they have this big waiting area over here. I spent a couple hours out here last night. Just kind of waiting around, seeing what's going on. They got these big chairs and wood carvings. This big, huge fireplace, which is great. You see by the man lift here, they're still working on getting decorations and stuff up. So we'll head downstairs now. I don't know if they're going to have Santa in here or something. It says letters to Santa, North Pole. So maybe, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be ready by the time we leave here. We stayed for 2 days. So this is our second day here. And we leave tomorrow. So I just want to get out here kind of early and get this video taken care of before the kids are following me around. Hungry as Wolf is a pizza place. And we actually got some pizza from here last night. Now, I make my own pizzas and stuff like that. I might do a video on that later. So, I'm kind of critical of pizzas. I like my pizzas. I've taken a long time to figure out how to make them well. Their pizza's pretty good. It's the crust could use some help, but the cheese ingredient and the pepperonis are actually really, really good. This is a little game center. I'll probably go in here later with the kids. This is part of the Magic Quest thing where you go around with little magic wands. But we'll head over this way. This is, Howl at the Moon. It's like a blacklight mini golf thing. It's not open right now, but I'll probably end up doing that later with the kids too, and I'll see if I can get some video of it. I'm big into games and arcades and stuff like that, so we'll definitely be in here later with the kids. Now, I came out here about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and all this stuff was still open as far as the arcades. The arcade was completely open. The ticket stuff was still caged off. They don't have employees down here, but you can come down here and play. So there was a guy down here. He was about 40 years old, 50 years old, and he was just slaying this ticket machine. He had just stacks and stacks and stacks of tickets. He had to have several thousand tickets in it, or coming out of it. So they have all these cool little decorations in here. Scoop Spa is a spa, and it's mostly for little kids. You can do like mommy and me type stuff, but like I said, this whole place is pretty much geared towards little kids. So if you're coming thinking of a nice relaxing time for parents, it's probably not what you're going to find here. You're finding a fun time for kids. This is Bear Track Landing, and this is the entrance to the water park. We're so lost trying to find the entrance to the water park. You have to go through a store to get to the entrance of the water park. And this is where all the swim stuff is, so I guess that makes sense. If you need swim stuff, you didn't bring it for some reason to a water park, you get it in here. So let's continue down here. This is Bear Paw Sweets and Eats, and it is an ice cream shop and pastry shop. So kind of think like almost like Baskin Robbins, but they have like croissants and stuff like that, pastries. See, they got quiche this morning and cannolis and key lime pie, stuff like that. Good stuff if you're into that type of stuff. I typically don't eat that stuff, except for when I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation, so I might enjoy myself a little bit later. Great Wolf store. Now this thing is kind of like a Build-A-Bear, and they have different characters and stuff that you can pick out, and you can stuff them. They have all kinds of stuff and options in there for your kid to choose out and design a bear. This is their little bowling alley. If it looks small, that's because it is. They have 5-pound balls here, and they're little tiny lanes, something designed for kids to be able to do. So we might do this a little bit later. I think my kids are a little bit old for this, but my mom was talking about doing it. Hollywood XD. This is like a 4D ride type thing. I don't know if it's going to be open while we're here. It says that it's going to be closed, but I saw people selling tickets and stuff here earlier, so maybe it's just closed off and on. I don't know. We'll see. I would like to do this because I'm into this. So yeah, it says it's closed for maintenance here, so I don't know. If you're really into it, maybe you need to call before you come and try to go on something like that. Now I'm going to take you from here. We're going to go through the elevators and check out the fitness center. Now I was there this morning, and we'll go up there and you can kind of check it out. And I'll get some of the more of the park a little bit later, and we can check that out too. Once the water park opens, hopefully I can get in there. And oh, there's a lot of elevators here. There's like 8 elevators to get to where you need to go. And this is not, exactly a huge hotel. It's big, but it's not huge like, some of the Vegas resorts and stuff like that, where they have like 4 elevators per tower. This is the whole hotel portion, and they have 8 elevators. So we've not had to wait a ridiculous long time for an elevator. You see on the doors here, they have these little black pods. That works in conjunction with your RFID band. That opens the door to your room. Your band, you can actually use it to pay for everything in the hotel also, kind of like your key cards in a normal hotel. You just give them your band and they scan it, and that's how you pay for things. This is the fitness center. I'll just come in here real quick. Oh, I'm gonna have to scan my card in here. There we go. Alright, so I was in here earlier. And they just have real basic equipment. It's nothing super fancy. It's not big, but it's sufficient. If you're outside of your normal gym area or whatever, you can come in here and work out, and it's enough to get the job done. There's no free weights or anything like that. It's 1 or 2 multi-purpose machines, and you got this type of stuff everywhere in the hotel also. So, yeah, that's it for right now, until I can get access to the water park and some of the other things actually open up. Okay, so what you're looking at is the interior of the hotel room. There's a lot of neat little details inside of the room. It's messy. We've been in here a few days, and housekeeping was kind of poor at this place, actually, and I'll touch on that a little bit later, or in a different part of the video. One of the strange things was that the sink was on the outside of the bathroom, which, given that this particular room is supposed to sleep 6 people, is a bad idea. You ended up interrupting, everyone else in the room when you get up to do something in the morning to, shave or brush your teeth or something like that. So we're in the park now. This is kind of a little kids type area. We got the wave pool here. Big slides over there. They have one central area over there. That little tower has a towel service. Then over here, I didn't see this yesterday, but over here they have lockers, so you can put your stuff in here. I left my stuff just kind of unprotected out there, which is probably a bad idea. And you see over there they have like a little surf thing. Hey Kai, I just want to run over there real quick. They have this wave rider surf thing. Oh, this guy's actually up. Oh, Look, they have the outdoor area out there actually also. Let's go to the outdoor area real quick. I want to look at it. These slides coming down right here, you can actually race. So there's 4 of them side by side. You can race each other. And let's go to the outdoor area out here too and see what it's like. Going. Oh, wow.
Wow.
But we didn't even get out here yesterday. Nice. Alright, so what's the bottom line? Well, I got mixed impressions from the place. It's very kid focused, but there's little for adults to actually do. For example, the spa is mostly geared towards kids. If you think you're going to, go get a massage or something like that while your spouse takes your kids to the water park, it's not going to happen. They don't have that there. The rooms are fairly clean. We did have some housekeeping issues though. I found like a little applesauce packet in my room when I first walked in there, and had called down for towels and stuff like that, and it took 2 hours for housekeeping to show up with towels, which is just crazy from all the other hotels that I've ever been to. Bellhop's baggage and stuff like that seemed like an afterthought at the hotel. Like they didn't expect people to want those types of services. They don't have like a designated area for baggage, so it was all lined up in the kind of in the entryway, the foyer of the hotel as you come in, and tagged with different claim tags and stuff like that, so it wasn't secure, which made me uncomfortable. The hotel phones that you have in the room, you know how they have different buttons for like housekeeping, or the bellhop, concierge, stuff like that. They all rang to the front desk, which means it took them forever to answer the phone because all the needs of the hotel are being managed by the front desk. So they should really have separate lines that go to each individual area. One that goes to valet, one that goes to the bell desk, one that goes to the front desk, one that goes directly to housekeeping. They should have different people managing that, not the same person. So that was I can think kind of a shortcoming on their part. The arcade was great. I know a lot of places like this, there's issues with the games not functioning properly, or like they take your money or something like that, or the buttons don't work. I didn't experience any of that. Everything works off of a card that you swipe, kind of like Dave & Buster's. So no stolen money or anything like that in the arcade games. Everything had tickets. Everything was well stocked. The water park itself was great. Everything worked. Everything was functioning. Lifeguards everywhere. One of the things you're gonna have to deal with while you're there is other people's kids, which is always uncomfortable sometimes because they don't know how to act, and some parents don't know how to parent. So you have some kids running around acting crazy, and the parents are just chilling, just letting it happen. And we did have some issues. We talked to hotel management, and they compensated us. They took care of us. So, you can't really blame the hotel for the actions of these other people. But they should make it right if they're ruining your experience there. So, and they did, and they took care of us. So that was great. Overall, it's for the kids, and the kids loved it. So, it's not meant for adults. It's not meant to entertain you as an adult, or for you to relax as an adult. I would go back. It was kind of expensive, but I think that's one of those things you take into account when you're going to a resort like that, is that it's going to be kind of pricey, and maybe look at rates and see when the best time to go is, or see if you can find any coupon codes or discounts for being a vet or something like that. But besides that, yeah, it was pretty good all in all.